What's up guys, Tom here with Extreme Air Vents for a really cool installation of the Bushpusher Gen 5 turbo cooker. This sweet setup mounts directly to the turbo, has a bracket. I'll be honest, I've never on all the years of snowmobiling ever had a cooker. I rode with a lot of guys that have them, and I'll be honest, sometimes I kind of wish I had a hot meal. Check them out. Bushpusher, they're out of Canada. I'm a dealer for them. I don't currently have any of these in stock, but if I really like this setup, I will be stocking them in the US. So I'm gonna go over the installation on that. If you haven't already seen the previous video on hood removal, we'll need to remove the hood first to access everything. The only thing different I'm gonna do, I'll show you, that they recommend in their installation instructions is, and we'll get to it, but they recommend cutting some of this turbo blanket right here, and I'll show a little close-up of that. I'm gonna try doing it without that. They say to do it for heat transfer, get good heat transfer into the food. I'm gonna see how it does without removing that. You do have to do some cutting on this, but other than that, it's all pretty much plastic, a little bit of tin on one of the shrouds. So let's get into it. Okay, so this outer half, we're gonna trim it per their instructions, and I'll show you what that's gonna look like here. Okay, Bushpusher recommends that you trim this, and I'll just draw it out so you can see. Similar to that, okay? We'll cut that out, see how it test fits. We're gonna cut that out with some tin snips. Okay, we just got some basic tin snips here. If you're an HVAC guy, you'd have a left and a right for cutting, but I'm not, so I only have cutting left. Okay, that's the finished product. Probably take a file to that and clean up these sharp edges. So reaching in there, you're not cutting your hand. Let's do that now. Okay, that's way better. Now you're not getting caught on the sharp edges. Okay, next step. Okay, now here at the turbo, you can see from in Gen 5, Skidoo changed these turbo bolts from an 8mm standard 6-point head to this 12-point head. So what I found was that a 5/16 12-point fits it perfectly. I found this swivel head 5/16 on Amazon, and it was like $8. I haven't found an impact rated one yet, so when this one dies, we'll do that. But anyway, for now this works. You need a 12-point to get these bolts out. So we'll get those bolts out and keep going. Okay, quick update. It's actually an 8mm 12-point. I found them on Amazon. The other size works, but it's actually an 8mm 12-point. I'll put a link below. Okay, with those bolts out, you can see how this bracket's gonna sit in there really sweet. The only thing is there's a conflict here. So we're gonna have to make a cut on this plastic right here, and then also right here. I'll draw it out, show you what that's gonna look like. I've drawn out, you can see on the panel, where Bushpusher recommends cutting up here and along the panel right here. So this is that part I said that I'm gonna try not cutting out. They recommend taking out this shroud for the turbo for better heat transfer. I'm gonna see how it does, if it'll cook the food with that on. If not, easy enough, come take the 3 bolts out, cut the shroud off, and go from there. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this right now. Okay, like always when cutting plastic or vents, I've had this tool forever. I use this oscillating cutter with a wood metal serrated blade. Cuts through plastic, super easy like butter. So here we go. Okay, with that area cut out, I will test fit. I'm going to take and run a deburring tool along this edge, clean up all the burrs, and we'll test fit it. Okay, we're going to test fit. I'm just going to loosely put in the bolts. Make sure we don't need to trim any more of the plastic up. It's a pretty sweet mount, okay? Okay, that looks like it fits really well. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this is the test fit. It's got clearance. I could take a tiny bit more right there, but I think we're just gonna leave it. We got clearance around. It slides in and out nicely. So now what we're gonna do, they include some heat tape. We're gonna wrap some heat tape along this edge and start buttoning things up. Okay, so we're gonna red Loctite these bolts, torque it up to 21 foot-pounds, following the torques. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is I think is how it is supposed to go. Anyway, you want to go across and 21 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and I got some other work to do, so I'm not gonna torque those up now, but that is done. So that is gonna be pretty sweet. We'll have to report back on that. Thanks, Bushpusher. So that's how that is gonna look all installed. That's a pretty sweet install. I really like that. Okay, I almost forgot. Bushpusher does recommend, I gotta put this shroud on still, but if you still have that big black thing here, I elected personally to eliminate it, but I've gone in here and I've aluminum taped all of the plastics on the inside. I wrapped this hose. This was the only one that was semi-close to the exhaust that wasn't already factory wrapped. And the inside of my panel, I got some of this heat tape from Amazon, and I've just wrapped the inside of my panel. So I hate that big black thing. Mine was already getting that fiberglassy crap all over the inside. So I got rid of it. So he does have recommendations on cutting out a chunk right here of that black thing so you can keep it so that this will slide in and out. I don't need it on mine because I got rid of it. All right, guys, I hope that video helped you. Check out bushpusher.com. And also you can check us out at extremeairevents.com. We'll be selling these and other Bushpusher products. You'll be seeing more installation of them. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Peace out.